Last time we were only here for 4 days, now we're going to be here for an entire week.
So this is choux pastry. And you can feel the texture of the bread, it's very dense.
Best part of this museum. So they technically made it illegal to do this. Okay, so I'm gonna start off this vlog a little bit differently. So as some of you saw in the previous vlog that I was packing, and some of you may have guessed where I'm going, but if you didn't, we are actually in Paris for the week, which is super exciting. We've been here, well, I've been here twice before. Stan here, hello, say hi.
Hi.
He's been here once, so last time we were here together was in January, so it's gonna be really exciting to see Paris, you know, around the holidays and see how everything is decorated, go back to some of the really great museums and spend a little bit more time where we had to rush last time. Last time we were only here for 4 days, now we're gonna be here for an entire week, so that should be really fun. Today is our first day. We just got off the plane a few hours ago, settled into our hotel, got some late lunch / dinner, and are now off to shop. Because on a Sunday evening in Paris, there's pretty much nothing else to do because that's the only thing that's open. You know, because the French people like the rest, which is nice. So yeah, we're off to the Galerie Lafayette, which has a lot of boutiques that I'm dying to go to, and also is really pretty inside, so I'll show you guys what it looks like. And we're also walking by the famous Parisian Opera House, which I'll show you guys in a second. So if anyone was thinking of doing some designer shopping, I would say definitely go to the boutiques in Paris as opposed to like a department store. Because yesterday I went to Galerie Lafayette and I had a pretty crummy experience, and today I'm having a much better time. Just some word to the wise. FYI, yes, designer shopping is better in Europe because 1, the European prices are usually slightly lower, and 2, you get the tax back when you fly back at the airport, which is amazing because if you know designer purchases, usually you're spending quite a bit, so the tax on that is kind of a lot, and so being able to get that back when you purchase is really, really amazing. And also with European prices within the EU, they have the VAT, which is the value added tax, which means that the price you see at the store already includes the tax. And so what that means is not only are you seeing a lower price in store, but you're also getting the tax back from that lower price, which means it's kind of a sweet deal. And by the way, no, this is not what a maybe a typical dental student's holiday or vacation looks like, but I personally like to treat myself once in a while. You know, I'm almost through my first semester of dental school and I've been saving for a little bit. You know, I still kind of work with my tutoring gig. It's a side hustle, so this is something that I like to do when I travel. So just how I like to spend my time on holiday.
Yeah, I'm bringing you to this street. It's one of the coolest of the neighborhood. And also that street is famous because it's orange. And that's the rest of the neighborhood. And we asked. Yeah, a lot of people talked about it in the reviews.
What is this?
So this is choux pastry. So choux, not like a shoe, but CHOUX. It's a pretty traditional one. So you have a...
Oh my god,
yeah.
It's really good. Yeah.
A lot of Asian
And I was like, what?
I didn't know that was the building until I was walking by one day and I saw a bunch of tourists.
Yeah,
taking pictures. I'm like, why are they taking pictures in front of a random?
Yeah, because it's totally random, yeah. But it's escargot with pistachio. Maybe you've seen pictures of that, like sweet apple. Merci beaucoup. The rest is coming your way. Take your time. And you can feel the texture of the bread. It's very dense. It's the one with the 100-year-old sourdough. So compared to like white bread, it's a lot. That's adorable! Oh my god, look at that! Sticky fingers are gonna have your sticky fingers. Sorry, I have another one. Come on, we got I read Mrs. Dowling. It's worth the read.
Best part of this museum. Just kidding, the art is great too. You can see all of Paris here. We've got the Louvre right there to the right. You can even see the Montmartre, which is like all the way in the distance there. Views are gorgeous. So I know that this clock tower reminds a lot of people of the movie Hugo. So the Musée d'Orsay was actually a former train station that was converted into a museum. And it's actually one of my favorite museums in Paris, just because the Impressionist era of art is actually my favorite, and the art is much more curated here than it is, say, at the Louvre. Even though the Louvre is an incredible museum, this is actually my favorite, and I kind of get a lot more peace and enjoyment out of looking at the paintings here. And it's less overwhelming just to go through, because you can spend a couple of hours really absorbing what's there. fun fact, the Lovelock Bridge that is not this bridge in Paris actually almost collapsed from the weight of all the locks, so they technically made it illegal to do this, but I guess people will always find a way, and now they do it on a different bridge. But these will probably get clipped eventually, so if you had the thought of doing this with your significant other, maybe find something else cute to do. There's enough chocolate here to build a house. How cool are these? I would get this one, but I'm the only Friends fan in our house. So. Artisans making beautiful things right in front of your eyes. Thursday is actually our 5-year anniversary and was kind of the reason for our trip to Paris this year. And so we started our day by going out to lunch at this incredible Michelin star restaurant. The food was probably the best meal that I ever had. And then we kind of took a long walk to digest some of the food and just spend some time walking around beautiful, gloomy Paris. Even when it's gloomy, it's still beautiful. So we were at the holiday market the night before, but we didn't actually end up going on the Ferris wheel. So we came back the following day just to try it out. I know it's been around for a long time, but I've never actually been on it. And I think these views are definitely worth it. It was €12 per person, and I think that this is hands down the best bird's eye view of Paris with everything in the palm of your hand.
This is the best view of the Louvre. It's a little shaky. What? It's a little shaky.
Famous windmill. So Versailles was actually having this really interesting limited exhibition in the palace of the the animal statues that used to be all around the gardens of Versailles. And each of these animals had a certain significance, and there were actually hundreds and hundreds of them scattered throughout the gardens, and each one had some sort of meaning and explanation for it. So this was really interesting to see and learn about. So we're at Versailles today, and it is incredibly cold. It is probably the coldest day since we've been here. But it's so beautiful. It's my second time being here, and Tashi stands first. Last time we came here together, he didn't get to come. The last time I was here, it was the middle of July, and it was sweltering hot, so this is a nice contrast. The gardens are enormous. I don't know if we'll actually attempt to walk some of them, but
We won't.
yeah, but it's beautiful.